a little closer than normal, right? Sometimes you're like right in my face. Have you ever talked to me this close before? Put me on the big screen, right, and go, hey, he's up there. Look at the size of that head. Never mind the head. Finally, his nose is smaller. You can barely see it. What if we just opened up eyes to eyes? Okay, we're a little too close. This is too close for comfort. I better not stick out my tongue. It might come out on the other side of the screen. On what angle do I have to be to sort of be on your side of the screen? It's like if I was going, like, I'm going to put my hand right through your screen, like that. Okay, I'm all excited here because me and Mary Jane, we had a frontal. We got fired up together. Me and Mary Jane, we were fired up this morning. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But for you in California, or in other parts of the world, you're in the afternoon and into the vino already. If my stomach would put up with it, I'd love a nice glass of wine. Weekend passed, didn't have one beer, no wine. I'm really not a big drinker. I'm more of a taster. I like to taste things. And I think alcohol is pretty strong. And I just like to taste things. So I was looking up yesterday different things about Mars. And one of the things I discover over was... I like when we get a couple of pages behind it, right? Was Phobos. Inside the discovery of Phobos, okay, inside Phobos, okay, forget who the name of the guy was who discovered it, right? I think his name was Asaph Hall. Aleph Hall, all. This is just A11, right? HA. This is R, representation of R and Y. Okay, Earth Angel 1825. Remember about 25. What's interesting about 25? And I seem to have misplaced my favorite mechanism. It's called the calculator, right? So 25 are like right in the center. The crossing of that is 4, 5, and 6. So the definition of the Federation is to crisscross the 2-8. Time heaven. Time heaven. So we're gonna fold this up again, and inside the discovery Asaph Hall 119, you add up 1 to 19, it equals to 190. You add 1 to 20, it equals 210. That's your time. 210. 10-2, 10-2, 210, right? Figure that one out. It's all blue and blue. But when the Q to blue comes into effect, we have the baby blue. White, which is the cue ball, is equal to 65 equals to 2. Blue equals to 40 equals 24 or 420 because there's a 0 with it. The electronics, the 9 lives of the cat. They called Phobos panic and fear. And I'm going back to 1877, August 18th, when he found them. He called the other Demas terror and dread. Okay? They're actually saying dread for the rod, because dread the rod, E and A equals O. It also is a representation of 1-5 Mars, and when 1-5 comes in, just like the HI are the same letter, when 1-5 comes in, 2-5 comes in. I know, they scream it out all the time. Yo, 11! Yo, 11! Down at the casino all the time. Yo, 11! Yo, in the game of craps. They're always screaming it out. 11, a representation of 11 is 63. Representation of 63 is 99. Jupiter holds 63 moons. I don't care if it's 65 today. You didn't study this when I did. If God said everything is linked and the Bible said everything is linked and we all have our own uniqueness with God, then let's accept it this way. Now, if there isn't any God and this is hocus pocus and the earth is only millions of years old and we came from the ground as nothing from no one and we're going to go back in and nothing will happen forever and ever and nothing is here, and you're alive and you're dead within 40 years, you figured it out as a child. When you were 12, you were still asking questions. When you were 17, you were getting ripped off and confused. And now that you're 80, you don't remember. So were you ever here? When one mind goes in, when the passage of the Spirit goes in, it turns the real between the two minds. One for receiving of the Word of God, and the other one for manipulating it here on earth. One makes the motor turn, the other one is the turning of the motor. Same as your transmission and your differential and the motor, we got to know about everything. Oh my God. I'm getting hooked. So now we're going to go on to, I don't remember what this is. Yes, this is the core of the earth. We all talk the earth is round. It is round at this point over here. But then they put wings on it. One wing on this side, one wing on this side. Remember, if you dip and go, you can do that all the way around. Now, what if you twist the earth, right? Look at this. The whole cup. Look at the size of the under of the cup. See the size of it? It ain't much. But the length of this is good, right? So we'll just tilt the earth like this, and then we'll keep turning it around. Oh, I spilled some out. I guess it was the wrong side of the ocean, a tidal wave, something came to hit what we're being held on for. We don't see everything. You see, if we tilted these oceans probably to a different side of the earth, a different length, it'll rise up against the wall, and we'd have more land to live on. The oceans would be deeper. We keep tilting her, moving her in and out. In the center of this earth, in this picture that I just showed you, right? The earth is round. That's the earth. What is considered earth? Earth is considered the molten lava, the iron core, this and that. That's thinking, but the eyes on each side, right? The opening of the eye, the eyeball, they just give it one name. So I call the white of the eyeball, right, the oceans. And everything lives within here, deep down. Crevices down along the walls, the inside of the earth, and along the walls on the round on the outside of the earth. Sure, the earth is round on the inside, right? But it doesn't go all the way down on the outside. It's cut off at the poles. Now I'm not saying what the earth is. I have to make up a story, because I'm going to make up a story completely opposite. That the earth is only round. Round and a level, round and a level. You have to take a seashell. If you hold the seashell up and put water in it, it'll block the whole bottom, right? Fill that seashell all the way up, then turn it sideways. Okay, the whole bottom is filled with water. Okay, and depending how you tilt it inside is how high that water will go, and the rest of the top is empty. So we're going to get onto this side. Discovery, Asaph Hall. The name of Mars when it first came out, Aris. Please, the letter R and the letter S makes up Aris. Okay, the axis is 9377, which is the gateway to the eye of the sky, because that's what this says. It says ciel. Okay, the seal of the eye, and the seal, the golden seal, the seal of the eye, seal of the eye, and seal is also an expression for the fanny sealy. It's sealed. It's the stuff is against it, and nothing's going to leak. And sealer or sealing, and sealer is it's making a noise of some sort. Usually when a strap, right? When the strap is burning. So R and S are two letters. They total the 19th and the 18th letter. Okay, 19 and 18th letter. That equals to 37. Minus it equals to 1. If you add up 1 to 37, it equals 703. Birth and creation. 7 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of 2, 9. 7 to the power of 2, 49. 5827 miles. And I think these are diameters of each moon. This is 23,460. Okay, I can tell you what they mean to me. I don't know what they'll mean to you. R, plus and minus, because the A is before the R. Put the A before, put the A after 1917. This will represent 1. This will represent 8. 1 and 8 is the 9 lives of the cat, where 1 square is dead center. S, plus and minus, the E world, it'll create 23. The letter W, this one creates the letter Q. This is Ra Q, this is Ra W, this is Ra M. Because on these three, which accumulate to all the 18s, because it's R that will create S. 19 creates S inside of R. T does not create it, only R creates this one. The total, when you add from 1 to 19, it equals 190. So it's automatically the 0 is involved in this, right? 190. And since it's on the first part of the world, 18, this is the second part of the world, it automatically happens to be 38. When you add up 9, 7, 3, 3, they're all red. 1, 1, 1 is black. 9, 7, it will equal to 4. All these are red, equals to 4 black. 1, 2, 3, it equals to 3, 4. Saying DC, 1, 2, 3. 3, 6, 13, 22, 4. 3, 4 equals to DC. 5, 4. Okay, equals to VE, like in love. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals 8. 5 and 8 is a spirit matrix. It's all 252, the earth numbers. 252, 126, earth numbers. 1 and 2 equals 3, 3 and 3 equals 6. Not only is that the reality, but the 1 and 2, okay, equals to green, okay, which is the 6 ball, because yellow and pool and blue and pool equal to green 6. 1 and 2 equals to 3 red and 11. So we awaken the 3 and 11 red, and we awaken the green. We awaken the red and the green in this scenario. 5 and 22. E and V combination here, 27 or 17. Back to the Q representation. This is all coming from Eris, Mars, elemental P. The last thing I wanted to show is a reduction number, and I'm going to show that a little bit more clear because I'm not happy either. It's my eyes, right? And the reduction number is 0.5. Okay, what 0.5 does, when we go backwards from 0.5, we go 1 backwards from 0 is 9, 1 backwards from 5 is 4. 9 and 4 is 13. 8 and 3, 1 backwards and 1 backwards, 11. 7 and 2, 1 backwards and 1 backwards, 9. The next one, that's right, is 6 and 1. Backwards, 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 4, 3, 2, backwards, 1 backwards. I go backwards again, I get back to the beginning again. So 1, 6 is where the dice starts off. This is now the center. This is now the half-life. 9, 2, 4. 216 plus 24 equals to the birth. Add 9, 225. 15 times 15, Mars. Add 24, 240. It's a 10-day period, the Mayan cycle. 05, which stands for the wing, right? Stands for the wing, for the wing, for the wing. One side and one side of the wing. Double nickel, flying double nickel in the eye position, because that's the bird. There's one more thing I wanted to add to this video. I'm not sure if I still have it in here. Let me turn this page over. I think it was right here. Now I'm going to leave this on the next video. We're just going to leave it to the next video. Talking about the wings, right? Here's the baseball field, or no, here's the football field, let's say. Here's the left side and the right side, okay? Here's your 10, here's my 10. Okay, here's your 10, here's my 10, okay? Inside, okay, is the center. What do you call that center? If you call it 5, you will call it 5, 5, 5, or 5, 10, 5, because it took 5 from here and 5 from here to create the 10 overlapping of the field. Leaves you, if I had to move this over, right, it would leave you at the 35-yard line. It would leave you at the 35-yard line. It would leave me 30 for creation in between. 65, 0, 5, 6 and 5 is 11, and 2. This will say key, and this will say key. So they put something in between the receptors of 2 Earths. We should have been able to fly from one Earth to the other one. Somehow there's a division in between us. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe there should have been a hole. Maybe the ocean should have been in the middle of everything instead of around everything. Maybe the ocean should have been over here. I'm not really sure where I want to go with this one. There's a commercial that's saying lemon aid stand, aid, A and I, the angle intelligent, the delta angle through Mars. They're saying iced tea, which is frozen, right? Frozen in the Arctic. Take a look at these birds' wings, the way they come off like beaks, okay, over the center of the earth, the wings of the earth, just throwing things around. They have a car in racing they call the pole car that brings everything around to start, just like the train. When we talk about chips, okay, there is in chips, okay, if we want to talk chips, I was just watching the WCOP online and they talk about color chips. And you know what's funny is that the one chip is yellow. And I'm not. Oh no, let me just stop this video, and we're going to continue on in the next.